Hello, howdy, hi, and welcome to Beginner's Luck, a brand new series from Chance Encounters in which we invite one of our many talented homies on to play in a one-shot, just generally based in a genre of their choosing. Generally, this is going to be in the Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition system, but we are immediately diverting from that in order to play in the Kids on Bikes, Kids on Broomsticks system that has been heavily modified, but we'll get into game systems in just a moment. First off, I've got to introduce our beautiful, wonderful cast. Music maestro, story maestro, it is Ian Frost.
Hi.
Warden of your heart and mine, it is Asteria.
Wow, that's really good. Hello, I'm gonna use that now.
The man, the myth, the legend, Benjamin Upshaw.
The ducks at the lake are free. You can take them.
Respect. Hell yes.
That's just the law.
That's just the law. Joining us today for the very first time, an absolute mensch, a man of innumerable talents. He's my friend, and he's about to be yours too. It is Kyle Slayton.
It's me, your favorite Jewish grandma.
Woo! We're out here for the Jewish grandma energy. How are you doing today, Kyle?
I'm doing so good. I'm sorry, but not sorry to break your system of playing in D&D 5e so that we can play. Can I say it?
Yes, please introduce
Twilight baseball game.
Twilight baseball game. The genre that
yeah.
Kyle and I landed on was the very specific genre of the scene from Twilight in which they play baseball. And boy, howdy, did we take that and just run with it. Kyle, do you want to tell our beautiful fans a little bit about who you are and what you do?
I am Kyle Slayton. I'm mostly an actor and a writer, but I'll do pretty much anything anyone asks me to.
Hell yes. All right. So without further ado, I don't really see any which way to go except to just get right into it. And I will say that, so we've heavily modified the Kids on Bike system. We'll be getting into that as we play more, as we get into the gritty juiciness of a game of baseball, the American pastime. But to start out, a flash of lightning strikes through a clouded sky, followed by a deep, bassy roll of thunder. And curiously, a baseball arcs into the sky, punctures a cloud, and is gone. We follow the trajectory of where that ball came from, down to a curious scene. A roughly formed baseball diamond in the middle of a forest clearing, but instead of the normal white chalk structure, bright red lines trace the path between equally red bases, standing out distinctly against green grass and rich brown dirt. As we lower into the scene, the smell of earth below reaches up to us, amplified by the clean smell of drizzling rain. But cut through by... that couldn't be. Blood? We see a lone figure at home base, batter's helmet on, clad in black and white pinstripe baseball uniform, a striking figure who, as we lower behind him, hits another ball straight out of the park. Of note, the pitcher, who's throwing balls for this batter, isn't wearing the same uniform as him. Maybe the pitcher's from another team, maybe just a member of the crowd helping out, but for now, this single batter stands alone. And as we find ourselves at ground level right behind him, we see the number 1 on his jersey and his name, Alucard. We pan over the batter, passing over a kitschy banner hung between 2 metal posts that reads, "The 100th Annual Vampire Baseball League Blood Cup," over a crowd of happily chatting individuals who we can assume to be vampires, just filling and populating this very small but ample for the crowd set of bleachers. And these vampires have popcorn drizzled in blood. They've got cotton candy that's bright red. They've got blood sausage hot dogs. And we pan over another sign that says, Asteria, what is the name of your business again?
Beef Positive Cattle Ranch.
Beef Positive Cattle Ranch, one of the biggest sponsors of the VBL's Blood Cup. We find ourselves looking in at a dugout where we see a team. These individuals clad in red and white pinstripe suits. We see the captain speaking to his players. Kyle, would you like to introduce your character? You could give a description and then talk about what he is saying to his team.
Zaiden Johnson is a striking, thin-framed man who wears usually draping clothing, but in this baseball outfit looks a little bit small for his outward stature. He looks like a Skarsgård. Lots of sharp features, eyes a little bit far apart, and just intense gaze with his arms crossed as he stares, hair in his face, all messy, looking at his teammates. And he says, "A mere few days ago, you were all not baseball players. Today, I see sitting before me baseball vampires. And I want to say this, and I do not give this praise lightly. I am surprised. Now let's get out there and win. Win a rightful place in this land of Oregon. Washington, where are we? The Pacific Northwest. Thank you. Go team."
And we see the team now
Yeah.
as they traipse out onto the field following their fearless leader. I'm going to just go one by one and have you guys introduce yourselves. Let's have Ian go first, I think.
Sure. So just physical description?
Physical description, and then we'll do a little bit of a flashback scene
Okay.
to how you know Zaiden and how you ended up on this team.
So we're currently in uniform then.
Yes, you are heading out of the dugout onto the field for the captains to shake hands.
You see a, as expected, very pale vampire. He is a kind of lean, athletic, maybe about like 5'10". He is, even without like his vampire outfit on, just a kind of pathetic cobbling of various popular vampire styles from like the history of vampire media. So he has like sharp, deep cheekbones that could kill a person, and like piercing blue eyes. He has a scar in the corner of one eyebrow, but it's been filled in with like pencil. He has curly hair that on the very ends are like faded bleach blonde. It looks like he's let it grow out, so his natural color is underneath. And he has curly hair, but at the ends that are bleached, it's just fried and goes out in like different directions. And it looks like he's tried to style it with that like Robert Pattinson tussled craziness, but it doesn't look good. And he is just like running out really enthusiastically and very quickly because flight is his highest stat. And so he is just like, ooh, he's trying so hard to impress his boss right now.
Incredible. I love that. We flash back for a moment. It's maybe, how many days ago do you want to say that your entire former team was killed, Kyle? Because that is what happened.
Last week,
you show up. Let's run that scene just real quick. Let's paint it. You show up for an ill-advised baseball practice. It's not raining. It's not even thundering slightly, which, as we all know, is the prerequisite for vampires playing baseball. But your team wanted to play, and they show up in this forest clearing, and you hear the sounds of baseball, and then they abruptly stop. And as you rush to get there, what do you think you find?
everyone, I've brought you Big League Chew, soaked in blood. No.
And
No.
as
Bodies.
you look around, bodies everywhere. stabbed through the heart with stakes. In various states, some of these vampires have been dusted. Some have had that kind of like the moisture sucked out of them. Some of them have aged entirely. But your team, the team that you've crafted over years of playing vampire baseball, they're all dead. And they had names. Were they names that we came up with? No. But they're dead, and that's what matters.
When you die, you lose your name.
When you die, you lose your name, as we all know.
You're just a shell.
You're just a shell. And
I go around and I kiss each one on the forehead.
you kissed a little
Were you ever on the
dehydrated
team?
corpse. You kiss a little moldy pile of dust. You kiss you give each and every one of your teammates a proper goodbye. And then you realize it's the finals next week. I need to find a new team now. And you go and you find, very first, Stan Rice. you bat and you fly away. You know, the Blood Cup, the Vampire Baseball League Blood Cup, is a big deal. So there's a lot of vampires in town in St. Helens, Oregon right now. So you go to find Stan Rice, a vampire that you met at a vampire networking event when you're just trying to like get the Vampire Baseball League going more. You're its founding member. And now he's here so many years later, the 100th annual Blood Cup. You go and find him. What do you say to him? Where do you find him? Actually, Stan, where would Zaiden find you?
So I think maybe in like a vampire sports bar.
Yes.
Can usually meet a lot of people there, but most importantly, he can kind of show off there. So I think you would find him like in his more, vampire outfit, which is basically this outfit that I'm wearing, an attempt at Vampire Diaries wrapped in Buffy. Pink shirt buttoned way down to the sternum with like beat up black leather trench coat over top of it, that he is trying to flourish as he's playing vampire pool, which is the same as regular pool, except vampires are playing. And he's like watching the game out of one corner of his eye, but also watching the crowd to see if anyone is looking at him, which maybe someone is, but probably not. And he strikes the white ball and hits it toward the other balls. And then like flourishes and then turns and clearly knows that Zaiden is here. And he turns to him and he goes, "Well, figured you'd be showing up at my doorstep sooner or later."
Wow. I've never seen someone strike the white ball so accurately.
Yeah, well, vampire strength and all that.
Right.
So,
you are a true sportsman. And, correct me if I'm wrong, one of the last true vampires in America.
for a second, he really looks like he's gonna cry, but just like keeps it together. Oh, well, I mean, I'll try. It's important to me to do what the vampire community needs. Ever-changing market community type thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now listen, have you ever heard of the Blood Cup?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Well, there may be an opening, an opportunity for a real vampire to win the Blood Cup this year.
He like turns really quickly and then like goes to a corner of the room where the light is more dramatic, and he turns really fast, like quarter ways, like I don't know. It's been a long time. A lot of memories.
Well, listen, what if I said the winner this year gets their own castle in Oregon? A true vampire's haven.
He looks up like out the window, out toward the moon, and then back at you with a face that should be a sexy smolder, but it kind of just looks like he's constantly on the verge of shitting his pants. And he walks up to you, outstretches a hand with nail polish that has been scrubbed off in a haste because that's not cool anymore. And he goes, "You got yourself a dead man."
No. I've got myself a third baseman. By the way,
Incredible.
it's your turn in pool. You should take it.
Right. Time to dive back in.
And we pull out of the bar as fog and mist covers the window. We are now back on the baseball field as we see our second player. Asteria, would you like to describe Bo for our audience?
Hi. Welcome not to Westworld, but to St. Helens, Oregon. Bloodshot Bo Hannigan is a cowboy's cowboy. I mean, he's got, besides the actual uniform, he's got the cowboy boots, he's got the bolo tie, he's got the hat, everything. And he's just sauntering out to his first base position because he doesn't need to go fast to look cool. And that he's got, I don't know, shit. I'm prepared. He's got like brunette hair that's straight, kind of flopped down. And he's got a beard because I love beards in real life. And he's just like chewing on something. Probably that big league chew covered in blood.
And as we see Bo take base, we flit back to you being asked to be on this team. And as a sponsor of the Blood Cup, being the scion of beef positive what actually do you make? Is it just blood?
okay. So it's so I think he has like a human business partner because it's a front. The front is that it's an actual like dairy / meat cattle ranch. That those products get sold to the humans, and then the actual vampire side is that they drain the blood from the cows and they just sell the cow blood to vampires who don't feed off of humans.
Incredible.
Yes. So he has like he essentially has like two businesses in one.
And Zaiden, when you had to construct a team, you may have honestly thought of Bo first because he's a sponsor. He's a very important person, and you know that he at least has a liking of baseball. Where do you find Bo?
You would probably find Bo at an indoor shooting range.
Oh my God.
And you would find him just doing the most at the shooting range with his revolver, doing what is very practiced, very professional, like trick shots in the shooting range, probably by himself because he's a vampire amongst humans. So he probably rented it out for like an hour or something for himself because he's got that money to do so. But that's probably where you would find him.
Zaiden, you burst through a door into an empty shooting range, the sound of a single gun going off, and Bo stands under a single spotlight with a target in front of him. What is the target of? Is it a werewolf? Yeah. Okay.
Robert! Bo!
I think you just see Bo spins around and like trains the gun on you quick draw style, but doesn't pull the trigger.
Howdy, partner.
Puts the revolver away in his holster. What can I do for you?
What do you know about good old-fashioned ball?
I know a lot of things about a lot of balls. You gotta be more specific.
Bo, you are the most American person I've ever met. By person, I mean vampire. Baseball needs you, Bo. The baseball bats need your help.
I mean, that prize is mighty fine,
That's right.
and I'm already gonna be around.
Convenient.
Very convenient.
Bo, I'd love to have your help on second base. It's one of the most important bases. It's the top of the diamond.
What would you say to first base instead?
First base. Right. Right. What I actually meant was first base is the most important base. It's the first one they get to.
Yeah, it's my favorite. I gotta be honest.
Bo, if we win this, you could secure a legacy as the bloodshot Bo Hannigan of the baseball bats. This would be big for a business. Just saying.
It's true. All right, youngster, you got yourself a deal.
Youngster, you flatter me. Bo.
Fully older than me, you are.
Yeah. You flatter me.
And
Bo.
as maybe the light flickers, we flash back to the
I
baseball
shoot
field.
out the light.
Oh,
Oh God.
bang! Property damage. And we're back to the baseball field. There's a third person, but we skip over them for a second, and we see the last person in line. This grizzled, gross-looking guy whose name is Nosferatu, and he's just almost entirely in a cloak. He's trying to hide his features, and he's going a little bit slow. He looks like a little hobbling old man. Sam Rutledge, frequent Chance Encounters player, is supposed to be playing with us today, but couldn't make it, so I will be playing Nosferatu for him. But we see, I think, Zaiden, you find Nosferatu in a closet somewhere, and you open up the closet, and he goes, "Blah!
I will pay you to play baseball with me.
Blah!" And he's in. And now we go back to the third player. And it's Sparky. And Sparky's he's been asking you to play baseball a lot, Zaiden. Sparky, Benjamin, where would we find you?
I think Sparky would find Zaiden.
Like
At every step in the flashback, Sparky would find Zaiden. Always in a baseball uniform, always with all his gear on, and he's just ready to play.
You've made your own uniform that is an exact cosplay of the baseball bats uniform.
And
Okay.
like not a shitty one, like a professional stitching on point.
So let's say, Zaiden, you're walking along a waterfront. You're just trying to think of any other players who you could possibly pull. You're throwing stones, just contemplating, just looking out at that water, and you hear steps running up from behind you for like the 7th fucking time in 2 hours.
Sparky. What?
I hear you still need a catcher.
I pick up a stone and I throw it as hard as I can right towards Sparky.
Okay, we're gonna actually do a contested roll right now.
Okay.
We're gonna
Shit.
do a brawn roll versus your grit roll, Ben.
Okay.
Kyle, you go first and tell me what your brawn roll is.
Oh,
and this is
God.
actually how the catcher and pitcher will be interacting during at-bats. Just for the
My-
audience's edification.
My brawn is my highest stat, my D20.
Yes, of
So
course.
15.
Okay. You guys are rolling d4s. Ben, did you just explode?
Yeah, it just exploded.
Let's fucking go!
On the
Let's
first
fucking go!
It's Starlit all over again.
Starlit Future, coming soon, the Chance Encounters, Starlit Future. We'll get to that at the end. And each of you guys are rolling d4s to add because you're vampires. So you just have a little bit of extra juice in you. Kyle, what is your total roll?
Just 16.
16. Okay. Ben?
29.
Hey,
Oh my god!
catch the shit out of
Okay,
that rock.
so... Oh no, that is for hitting. Okay, sorry, I was gonna... Because when you get 25 to 30, when you're hitting, you knock someone's arm off. But we're gonna say for catching, that's not what's happening right now. You guys describe to me how this scene plays out. I want to hear the baseball magic happen.
In a flash, he's behind me. I haven't even looked at him yet. And I pick up a big honkin' stone, roughly the size of a baseball. And I throw it straight at Sparky's head with the intent to maybe kill.
Yeah.
And Sparky, still in his position like this, he'll just reach his left hand through his arm, just catch it, and he'll say, "The catcher reads the field of battle of the baseball diamond. You need the best to win."
Okay. You're in. You're in, Sparky.
And as we fade out, with the two of you standing by this waterfront, looking each other dead in the eye, Zaiden, you have your team. And now, it's time to play ball. So, you walk up to your opponent, Alucard, who's standing next to the umpire, still curiously alone. As you make your way up, he looks you in the eye and he says, "Hello, brother."
Hello, brother.
The first son of Dracula, facing off against the last son of Dracula.
Okay, well, sometimes the youngest is the best.
And sometimes it's first thought, best thought.
Fuck you.
I like your little team you've assembled. Quite curious how those vampire hunters just appeared out of nowhere. Took out your team. Honestly, a bit of a tragedy. You'd spent so long just preparing that team. You made it to the finals, and now you're left with the scraps.
Well, you know what? I consider it a blessing. Because my team that I've assembled is the perfect counter to the team that you've been playing with all season. That's right, I've been watching your games, Alucard, and I know exactly what your team is comprised of. I know their strengths and, most importantly, their weaknesses.
My
Good
team?
luck. Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry, did nobody tell you? I let my team have a bit of a break for the finals. They've been working so hard, you know.
What?
I called in some subs. Boys! And out onto the field, the first person you see is Babe Ruth.
No.
Coming out. Big, strong, sturdy man.
No.
The second person you see, Jackie Robinson.
No.
The third person you see, Eddie Matthews. The fourth person you see, Yogi Berra. I don't know who those last two people are, but I looked up top MLB third basemen and catchers, and those were two that I saw who are no longer alive, and so that's who we're using. But these,
It's valid.
brother, I've assembled the best of the best. I've been preparing for this moment for years. You see, I've gone one by one and defeated all of the children of Dracula, A to Y, at their particular personal proclivities and activities of choice. We've done ping pong, we've done surfing, we've done anything. You name it. Except for kickball, we haven't done kickball yet. But now I face off against you, having defeated all the other children of Dracula. And if I defeat you, I will be the best. And I will attain an irrefutable position in Daddy Dracula's eyes. But if you win, I suppose beyond these pittances of castles, American castles, and he spits on the ground a little bit, you would also maybe become the best of Dracula's children. But can the last ever truly be the best?
If we win this game, I want you to go back to Transylvania and stay out of the States forever.
Oh, even if I win, you will absolutely have me do that. But I might want to stick around, just to fuck with you a little bit more. And you guys shake hands at that moment?
I squeeze his hand as hard as I can.
Do you want to do contested brawn
Yeah,
checks?
yeah, let's do it.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Braun?
Yeah, do you want to know what he is for brawn?
What?
He's got a D20.
So do I.
Oh shit, okay, let's see. And we're rolling as well.
Do I do a D4 as well?
So a thing that I'm going to introduce is that because all of these pro former baseball players have such an insane amount of experience with baseball, they all get to roll D6s. Alucard doesn't, because he is not actually that good at baseball. But you, being the founder of the Vampire Baseball League, also get to roll a D6, having both vampire abilities and baseball abilities to add to your general arsenal. So yeah,
It's
we're
just my
both going to
whole
roll
identity.
contested D6s. Or he's going to roll a D4, you'll roll a D6 on this. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, so my D20 plus a D6.
Yes.
Dang.
What'd you get?
That's a 21 total.
You got a dirty 20. You just... Tell me what you do. He puts his hand out, and he's so ready to just absolutely cuck you and just fucking crush your hand.
Just for like the lows and highs of it, I start squeezing and he squeezes harder, and then I grip my teeth and a tooth snaps inside my jaw, and I crunch his hand just a little bit.
Oh.
I just want a little bit of surprise.
Well, we'll see about that. And
Play ball.
well, first we have to flip a coin, you know.
Oh, right.
Do you want to flip a coin for me, Kyle? Do you have any in front of you?
I'll roll a D4.
Yeah, roll a
Odds,
D4.
heads.
Which one? 1 to 2 you, 3 to 4 they choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
1.
Do you want to pitch first, or do you want to be up at bat?
I look to the team.
Bat.
The baseball bats.
The baseball bat.
Baseball
ball.
bats.
Whatever anyone wants to do, honestly.
The umpire says, "Play ball!" And we hear off through a speaker system, "Well, it's looking like another beautiful day for baseball out in St. Helens, Oregon. The clouds are out, the sun is low, and we are looking at fierce competition between the baseball bats and the ball biters. All right, I am Zeke Yeager, here to serve you as your announcer, along with, hi, this is Hannibal Moldark, also here. Now, it looks like Alucard, first son of Dracula, has prepared a team of just baseball legends. We've got Babe Ruth, we've got Jackie Robinson, we got Eddie Matthews, we got Yogi Berra, and Zaiden, last son of Dracula. It's gotten some people. We'll see what happens.
I look up towards the announcer's booth and I go, "What the hell?"
Some people and the main promoter and beneficiary of this baseball league, the owner of Beef Positive Ranches, it is Bo Hannigan.
Thank you.
It looks like the baseball bats are going to be first up at bat, very aptly named. And we're gonna see what happens. Do you guys have a batting order?
Bo
Would you like
first.
to establish a batting order?
Bo first.
Bo first?
Bo first.
Okay.
Stan second, I'll go third, and then I'm trying to keep Sparky off the batting order, but
Okay,
he's
fair
very
enough.
close.
Nosferatu will refuse to go anywhere but last.
Yeah.
So okay. We have got first up, Bo up at bat.
Okay.
So let me pull up these rules really quick so I can explain it to our audience. So because vampires can only play baseball during inclement weather, the playtime is shortened to only 3 innings to make sure that thunder can accommodate the loud sounds of the baseballs being hit by such powerful creatures. Each up-at-bat and subsequent play consists primarily of contested rolls between the pitcher and the batter, as well as the ball and the catcher. Because you're vampires, as I said, you can each add a d4 to each of your rolls to represent your superhuman ability. These dice can also explode, obviously. So we'll just go beat by beat through our first up-at-bat. And if you want descriptions of how we've changed the core stats of the Kids on Bike system to apply to baseball, that'll be linked in the description. So check that out if you want to see. But when a batter comes up to the plate, they make a contested fight roll against the pitcher's brawn roll. If the batter beats the pitcher's brawn roll, they successfully hit the ball and move on to the next step. So we'll do 3 contested rolls to see if you hit any of those. If you miss all of those, you are out. And again, you'll be rolling an extra d4.
Okay. So I make a fight roll.
Okay, yeah, you make a fight roll. I'm going to make a brawn roll.
I got a D12.
Beautiful. Alucard looks at you and goes, starting with the person who put up the money? Just a simple farmer, nothing more.
Alucard, the historically worst client, if a client at all. Like,
Oh yeah, he's bought blood from you before and has stiffed you on multiple occasions to the point that you've stopped selling blood to him.
this is not very good. This is an 8.
Alucard throws just a sinker. It looks like it's coming right center plate, and then it just drops down last moment. Now, at that point, if the batter misses the ball because the pitcher's roll is higher, the catcher then makes a contested crit roll with advantage against the pitcher's previous roll. Hey, guys, the catcher is always on the team of the pitcher, correct?
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, at the catcher's plate, we've got Yogi Berra, who has, in grit, let us check out. In grit, he has got a d20. So, Alucard has rolled an 18. Actually, that 4 explodes, too. Fuck.
Uh-oh.
So that is 20 altogether. So Yogi Berra's got to beat a 20, and if he drops it, if he loses by more than 6, he drops it, and Bo walks to first. All right, so we're gonna do this d20 grit roll to see what happens. That's a 6. And we're rolling this d. Actually, it's gonna be a d6 because he's a pro baseball player. 5 for only an 11. Alucard just puts a little bit too much heat behind this sinker, and Yogi Berra just can't get right underneath it, and he drops it. And Bo is going to then walk to first.
Can I, because this is vampire baseball, and although there are no rules, there are no rules in vampire rules.
Baseball.
Can I have my revolver?
Oh yeah,
Holster?
definitely.
I just start, I take it out and I start twirling it as I just like walk to first.
And if you guys want to do any wild shit like shenanigans, feel free to throw it my way at any point. There's also stealing a base, which is a pretty risky proposition, but is an option if you want to take it. So now, second up at bat, we've got Zaiden. Alucard's like, I didn't practice pitching when I was warming up, so we're getting there. Brother, let us go.
Brother.
All right, we're doing another contested roll.
I just want to say,
Yeah.
when I'm pitching, it's you're screwed. When I'm pitching, you're screwed. When I'm batting, it might seem like I'm not that good at batting, but it's actually because I'm saving my energy for when I'm pitching against your punk ass.
Brother, I think it's you who would be screwed. All right.
Stop.
So, I'm gonna roll this brawn check for how fast and nasty this pitch is coming at you. He did roll a 2 on his d20. Now with this d4, we're looking at he only rolled a 5.
I'm not kidding you. I rolled a 6.
Shit. Okay, you hit the ball. Now the ball is officially in the air, and we have to pick a direction where it goes. So I need you to roll me a d4. If it is a 1, it's a foul ball. If it's a 2, the ball flies left. 3, center. 4, right.
4.
It's going right field, all the way directly to Babe Ruth. Now I'm going to have you roll me a brawn check, which will tell us how far this ball is going.
All right, this is what I'm good at. Do I add my d6 to that?
Yeah, you add your d6 to all rolls.
So this d6 can explode?
Yes, the d6 can explode. Did it explode?
It did.
Let's go.
So I got 15 on the d20 plus 6, which exploded into 1. So
Okay.
7 plus 15, 22.
22. Okay, beautiful. Now we're going to roll a flight check to see how quickly Babe Ruth can be running back to catch this ball. And so let's see what Babe has in flight. What are we looking at, Babe? What are we looking at? Babe has a D12 in flight, but is rolling that D6 as a pro baseball player. All right.
But
Babe.
he
Uh-huh.
but he's rolling at disadvantage, right? Because a 22 constitutes as a home run.
Oh, yes, he's rolling at disadvantage to catch this. Sorry. Thank you for
Yeah.
catching me on that, Asteria. 22 counts as a home run, and then 25 to 20 to 30, it's a home run, and he possibly injures someone. 31 to 35, he kills someone. All right. So he's rolling at disadvantage. His first roll is going to be a 9 on the die. That's the D12 for flight. And then he's looking at a 2, but I'm then going to roll the D6, which I'm not going to roll at disadvantage. That's only a 5. That is a home run.
Yes.
So that's 2 points up for the baseball bats as
Yeah, boy.
Bo goes all the way around. And Zaiden, how does it feel to have hit a home run on your first ever bat?
I'm just staring at Alucard the entire time, the entire way around the diamond. What's wrong, brother? Did I get into your head?
You have not gotten anywhere inside my emotions or my psyche. My voice may be changing, but it's not because of anything you're doing. All right. Just flipping them off. So we got 2 runs for the baseball bats. Now we are moving on to
Me,
was
I
it
think.
Stan? Yes. Okay, Stan. Okay, this is more my speed. You're kind of a. What kind of vampire are you? Because I don't really understand any of your vibe.
Oh, really? Damn good one. And he definitely has like sneakily tried to have a headphone, like or one earphone loop under his uniform so that he can hear a very specific song by a very specific muse band
Oh yeah,
that
absolutely.
he knows will slot him into this situation a little bit better based on his research.
Absolutely.
And he
as
takes
this-
that out so he can like understand, like hear everything better. But he's definitely humming it, like as he's standing.
Fuck yeah! And as this music fills, honestly, the whole game, maybe in your head, maybe in real life, and as the music fills you up with baseball fucking energy, we get fast zooms on you, fast zooms on Alucard, pans over the baseball field, and then we go back to Alucard as he slow-mo throws this ball at you. He's rolling this D20, and that is going to be only a 5 on the die. My man cannot give this up for the life of him. The D4 is going to be a 2 for a total of 7.
Okay,
So you have to beat a 7 to hit.
I'm rolling a D8.
Okay, so this is very, very likely. You're also rolling the D4 for your added vampire abilities.
That is only a 6 total.
Okay,
Ugh.
so we got to roll a contested roll by my catcher man. That's a 12, so he does catch the ball. That is the first strike for Team Baseball Bat. There we go. That is what I was looking for. Do you want to try again, or do you want to just walk out right there?
And he takes the bat and he definitely swung too fast, but you can see that he is a creature of speed. So he tries to turn it into like he's holding a bow staff, and he like twirls it like this, and he goes, "What do you think, Drakwords, man?"
He smiles. Roll me a grit roll.
Oh,
Backwards.
yeah, that'll go well.
Boy.
Oh, well, it explodes.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, again.
6 again.
Okay, 6. Alucard has a D8 in charm. I'm gonna roll against this to see if he's intimidated by you. He sees you flip your baseball bat around like a fucking bow staff and is like, I think this man has studied martial arts. Oh no.
He has.
And we're gonna roll this D20 to see how fast this ball is coming at you. I'm not kidding you. He rolled a fucking 2 again. D6.
Wow.
That's a 4 where that explodes. We got a 6. So that's a 9 on this roll.
I believe.
So you got
I
a
believe,
D8.
I believe.
Just explode, baby.
7 and a 3. That's a 10.
10. So that hits. Okay, roll me a D4 to tell me where this ball's going.
Okay, let's do my other D4 just to see how we do. That's a 1.
Okay, so that is going. It's going to be a foul ball, unfortunately, which means that is another strike. But this is the last one. This is for all the marbles. You could hit this, get on base. It could be fire. Alucard kind of recovers from being so impressed by you with your bow staff abilities, and sees you do a foul and says, "All right, one more." And he rolls his D20. That's an 8 on the die. We're going to roll the D4. That's a 10 altogether. My man is not rolling high. Let's see what happens.
Explode.
Oh wait, this did.
Wow.
So that's a 9.
It just doesn't miss. And you are the first baseball bat to go out. But Alucard says, "I'll see you next time. Bye-bye."
Are there spare bats?
Yes. So a point of note is that you guys are all using metal bats because one time in the 1970s, you guys were using wooden bats. Someone broke a bat, they fell on it, and they accidentally died. So,
Okay.
metal
So
bats.
I think he does not. He fully just goes in his mind like it's a wooden bat.
Yeah.
And he slams it against the ground and it goes.
I think it goes, but it does bend a little bit. and now you have kind of a boomerang shaped bat that does, we'll say, have a little animal bat stenciled onto the end.
Just stalks off.
Yeah, but you go back. Who are
That's
we?
all right.
Who do we have up next? We
That's
got.
all right. Take a blood pod, and there's
Yes,
like a
we
little
got-
tripod full of blood.
Oh yeah. You also in the dugout. There's lots of juice pouches filled with blood.
Yeah.
He
Be positive, Brandon.
he
Yes.
lights up a cigarette and then inhales it and just has a horrible coughing fit.
Incredible. A little bit of red smoke comes out of the cigarette. You've got 2 points, 1 out. It is Sparky up next at bat. We got Nosferatu on deck. Sparky, what are you looking at for a fight roll?
I got a D10. Also, they're runs, not points, Eric.
Hey, I love baseball. It's my favorite sport. I like the way they dribble up and down the court. All right. So we got 2 runs. We got 1 out. And as you come up to bat, do you say anything to Alucard?
I think he's. I think Sparky will just like take his bat, touch the base, get in position. He'll say, "Doesn't matter if you're the first son of Dracula. Only thing that matters is your prowess on the field."
Stay quiet, Sparky. Stay quiet and hit the ball.
Oh, this seems like a competitor I can get down with. Alucard fully buys into Sparky's bullshit. He has rolled a 7 on his brawn roll on the die. We're rolling that D4 for a total of 9. Alucard is not good at baseball.
Alucard is good at ping pong, not baseball.
Exactly. Ping pong and bobsledding were the two things that he excelled at the most. What are we looking at, Ben?
I realize that I'm not really sure which one of this is a 9 or a 6.
There's not like a dot.
There's not a line underneath or a dot.
I think
yeah.
yeah, okay, there is a dot underneath. It's just very. I'm using
Hard to-
Cthulhu dice, and it just really.
Oh, they
fucked me
have
up.
to be obscure because everything in Cthulhu is obscure.
I'm gonna not use that one in the future.
Valid.
But that's a 12.
Okay, so that is a hit. Roll me a d4. 1 a foul ball. 2 you hit it. 2 to 4 you hit it onto the field.
3.
3 that goes to
Center field.
yes. The ball flies straight forward to center field. Now roll me that brawn roll to tell me how far that ball is going.
Do I add the D4 to that?
You
as
do
well?
add the d4 to that.
Okay. Ooh, 7.
7. Okay. So that will go into the outfield. It won't fully make the tree line into the forest and beyond, which would be a home run. So when you're going to center, you are going to be up against Jackie Robinson.
Oh no.
So Jackie has got a D12 in flight. Remind me of your roll again.
Was a 7.
A 7. Okay. And he's rolling a D6 as well. So let's see.
Sparky hits the ball and immediately collapses and go, oh, thank God.
Jackie Robinson rolls an 8. And so he is able to catch up to that ball, grab it, and get you out, Sparky. So we've got 2 runs,
Shit.
2 outs. Last of to bat is Nosferatu.
Oh my god.
Alucard. You're one of the oldest vampires I've ever seen. Nosferatu goes. All right, let's go. Roll that d20 on the brawn roll. 2 picks to Nosferatu. That's a 14. Alucard can finally get something going. I drop my d4. Hold as I pick up my d4. Where'd it go, baby? There you are. And on the d4, he is going to be getting a... He explodes on the d4. That is an 18 right now. For a total of 21 now. So, I'll be real. Nosferatu, D8 to fight. This is not looking good for Nosferatu. Let us see what happens.
He's more of a
Roll this-
mascot anyway.
He's more of a mascot anyway. I'm going to roll this D8 first. That's a 2. I'm going to roll the D4. That's a 4 that explodes.
Okay.
We're going to have to explode about 3 more times, but this is possible.
Easy.
Doable. Yeah.
That's a 1. That's not an explosion.
Okay.
No,
So,
Okay.
that's a strike. So, we move
Damn
on.
it.
Got you. He gets the ball back. Oh, wait, we have to roll for the catcher. Excuse me. So, we got the catcher right behind the plate. That is a 16 on the die.
Plus
Mr. Barr is going to be rolling the D6. That's a 5, which I think meets the batting roll, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So he's able to catch the ball, throws it back to Alucard. We're up to the first out. Now we're going into the second up at bat. Rolling that D20. That's an 11 on the die.
Oh, fuck.
D4, a 2. So for a total of 13. Nosferatu takes a swing with his D8 to fight.
Explode.
That is a 3.
Damn it.
Let's see if he explodes on the... No, that's a 6 altogether. What did I say that Alucard just rolled?
14.
13 or something?
14.
Yeah.
13 to 40.
13,
Okay,
14.
sorry. I'm rolling a lot of die right now. So,
Let us know if you
Mr.
want someone else to
Barra?
roll for Nosferatu.
Yeah.
what was that?
Let us know if you want someone else to roll for Nosferatu.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Let me send you guys his stats real quick. Kyle, do you want to roll for Nosferatu as
I'll do
the
it.
as the leader of the team? Okay.
Team leader.
So what's he doing? He's doing a fight roll?
He's not doing anything right now.
Okay, okay.
Now we're rolling to catch on that 12 or 13. That is an 18. Mr. Barra handily catches the ball, throws it back to Alucard for the second out, and now this is Nosferatu's last swing, potentially switching sides at the end of the swing and getting Alucard's team up to bat. We're rolling a brawl.
Nosferatu, he's our man. If he can't do it, Someone can.
Incredible. We're rolling a brawn roll. That's a 19.
5 total.
Fuck. Okay. 4 explodes. 4 explodes again for a that's 23, 27, 31.
For
32.
Alucard?
For Alucard.
Oh my God.
I don't know if Mr. Catcher is going to be able to hit this.
Wait, that's
We're
good for
rolling the
us.
D20. We're rolling the D20. He could walk. Nosferatu could fully walk to first right now. I dropped that. That's a 10. He's rolling his D6. That's a 4.
This pitcher is gonna die.
This pitcher,
Or catcher.
this catcher could die.
Again.
But doesn't, because it's only when you hit the ball that people can die. But this dude is
Thank
gonna
God.
just this ball comes in with a little bit too much heat, and Mr. Yogi Berra is just not expecting it, drops it, and Nosferatu walks to first, which means we go back up to the top of the batting order.
We
with
take
Bo.
it! We take it!
This is
Good
crazy.
enough. Good enough.
Okay,
All right.
Expertise in all things.
so I'm rolling the brawn for you.
All right. Yep.
That wow, up against people, up against certain people, Alucard just cannot do this. That's a 7 on the initial die for a total of 9 with the vampire bonus.
Okay. My D4 exploded twice, so that's 8
Fuck yeah.
plus 7 is 15 plus one more D4. 18.
Incredible. You
Let's
hit that
go.
ball right almost out of the park. I think you're heading past outfield into the forest. Roll me that D4 to tell me where the ball was going. It could still potentially go into a foul.
It could. It better.
It better fucking not.
Weren't you on first base before?
No, he
Kyle hit a home run. Zaiden hit a home run.
Oh,
and
got
so,
it, got
yeah.
Now we got two runs.
Yeah.
I'm explaining this in character.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 3. It's center
That's-
field.
Let's go in the center field. Okay, Jackie Robinson's got to get this. So tell me what role Jackie's beating again.
Well, I have to roll a brawn check, correct?
Oh, yes, roll that brown check for me. Sorry.
Okay. So my bronze, less good, but it's still with a D4.
Yes, it is.
Okay. It
Did you
exploded.
explode?
It
Yo!
Okay. 17 plus D4. That's a 20. So
Wow.
makes it. The ball falls within the forest. The player makes it to third base.
Yes, the player makes it to third
Assuming
base.
He doesn't catch it.
Assuming Jackie Robinson doesn't catch it. Okay. So, Jackie's again rolling this D12 for his flight. That's a 9 initially on the die. He's rolling the D6 for his vampiric and baseball abilities. That's a 1 for a 10.
Let's go.
Bo is going
Let's go.
in. He makes it to third, pushing Nosferatu all the way around to first, or to home plate and getting you guys another run.
Yeah. win.
Tell me what's happening in Bo's mind and Bo's exterior as he just knocks another one into the air.
So I'm not listening to a very specific Muse song in my head. As Asteria, I'm actually listening to Night Crawling by Miley Cyrus featuring Billy Idol, because I
Fuck
feel
yeah.
like that's the energy I'm going for in this moment. But I think Bo, like as the ball is coming, it sort of enters bullet time, and in Bo's head he just goes dun 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 da 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 da, and hits that shit.
Incredible. So we now move on to Zaiden, back up at bat a second time. You stare your brother down. Do you say anything to him?
No.
But you don't want to talk and build a character a little more?
Throw the ball at me.
I will. You just have to wait for it. Okay, he's going for it. He's gonna roll a ground roll. 10 on the die. Rolling this D4. That's 13 altogether.
3
3. Damn. Okay.
total.
So for the catcher roll, that's an 11 on the die. And a 4. So it is caught. That's the first strike. The ball gets thrown back to Alucard. We're
Come
going for
on,
this.
kid.
You got to believe in the
Thanks,
heart
Bo.
of the ball. We're going to go for the second roll. That's a 15 on the die for Alucard to hit you with the ground roll. with a 2. That's 17 all told.
8.
8. Damn. Okay. Mr. Barra does handily catch the ball.
No.
All right. This is your last hit. Second strike. This could be out, and you could flip sides. Let's see what this brawn roll is looking like for Alucard as he winds up to pitch you a nasty one.
Is there a way that we can like do shenanigans to impose like just like how much
Pitch it to
rules
me.
is it?
Pitch it to me.
I would like to please be playing with my revolver gun, and as he's about to throw the ball, just shoot it into the air to try to like throw him off.
Yeah, roll me a This is gonna be a charm check versus a grit check.
Oh fuck! Okay, let's go. Just this straight, no D4, right?
Yeah, roll me the charm first. So we're still holding on to a 10 for his pitch for this.
It exploded.
It exploded.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 13.
Okay. Alucard only has a D6 in grit.
I have a D8. So
That is a nat 1. Tell me how this gun goes off.
I'm doing some revolver ocelot shit. I'm just like
Fuck yeah.
just playing with the gun, you know, flipping it, like twirling it behind my back, catching it, and I do it a couple of times, and I time it perfectly to where he's about to release the ball, or like he's on his forward swing, and I just shoot it into the air after catching it, flipping it behind my back.
Okay, so we're gonna roll a another roll on this D20 for his brawn roll, but he does just kind of jump as you throw it, and the ball goes slightly wonky. Well, how do we actually, since we're doing shenanigans, how do you think we should roll this kind of disadvantage? I'm gonna throw it to the DMs in the game,
DMs
which
in
there
the
are
room.
several of.
Well,
We could do
I
a
would-
minus to the roll,
D4 minus?
a D4 minus, and then
Cancels
two.
out the vampiric.
yeah, it could also cancel out the
Specialty?
vampiric roll.
it depends on like the series of checks and balances, right? Because if we're able to disrupt every single time, that might end up being a little
Mhm.
broken.
Oh,
So
I'm gonna say
either
one
we
set
need to
bad.
have like what?
One set bad. Because there's also you have the potential to steal a base one set bad as well.
Mhm.
So this is the one for Zayden's at bat. Does that sound good to everyone?
I think
And we're-
forcing disadvantage, but only on the main die and not on the D4 seems reasonable. Then,
Yeah, okay.
if there's already a limited resource of shenaniganing and
Yeah,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah.
roll for it, then straight disadvantage makes sense.
Dope. Okay.
Or what?
I
what do you
fuck
guys
with
think?
that.
That makes sense to me.
So yeah, he rolled an 18 on the second one, so the 10 is what we're going with.
Okay.
We're gonna roll the vampiric roll, but that's only a 1, so he gets an 11.
I got a 5.
Oh!
The gun we've already established in world that the gunshots have freaked me out as well. So the gun goes off and I drop the bat.
And the umpire goes, strike 3, you're out. Switch sides. And as you guys switch sides, we hear from the announcers, wow, that was a lot of very interesting play, very fast, very fluid for the baseball bats. I wasn't expecting that. Yes, it seems like Bo Hannigan, new addition to the team, is really bringing some extra spice to the plate. Now let's see if the ball biters can catch up to the baseball bats. 3 runs.
As I'm walking back to our bullpen, I spot like just a handsome young vampire, and as they're saying like Bo Hannigan's killing it, I just look at him and I tilt my hat and say, "I'm an all-American sweetheart. What can I say?"
Roll a charm roll.
Oh God, that's just a 2.
It's okay. This dude's gonna roll a d4 on grit. It's also a 2. He falls in love with you. It's fine.
Yes.
We love it.
Yes.
I am also devastated at having failed so far, but the prospect of now getting to use the skill that I actually am good at.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know if you want me to roll for this, totally cool, but I want Stan to be so eager that with his D20 in flight, he is already at third base before they're even done saying it's time to switch. Like he's
Yes.
just there.
Oh no, you're there. Absolutely. That's
Vampire
spicy, and I
speed.
love that. So we've got Stan Rice on third. We've got Nosferatu on second, who also has a D20 in flight, surprisingly. We've got Sparky as the catcher, and we have Bo at first, and of course Zaiden as pitcher. All right, so Alucard has actually placed himself kind of deep in the batting order because he wants the gratification of like hitting a home run or a really spicy hit that gets people into home and scores some runs. So first up at bat is Babe Ruth.
Oh,
Zaiden, do you try to say anything to Babe Ruth?
It's an honor.
Babe Ruth just kind of goes and then points with two fingers out to center field. It's
Going that way.
and Alucard says, "Oh, they can't speak to you. They're under my thrall. They all have D4 and brains right now, if you know what I mean."
Monster.
Literally the Monstars.
Monstars. Excuse me.
Even for a vampire, that's cold.
Baby, I was born in the tundra of Eastern Europe. So, roll me that brawn roll for your first pitch. Tell me how this is going down.
Okay, so I'm in awe of Babe Ruth.
Yeah,
right
of course.
before me. He pointed straight down center field, and I forget for a minute that we're playing a game,
Uh-huh.
and I roll him a pretty easy 12.
Okay. He's only getting a D12 to fight. His
Okay.
biggest stat is brawn because he's Babe Ruth. So let's roll that D12 and see what happens. He is getting that bonus D6. He only rolls a 2 on his D12. Let's see what the 6 does. That's a 5 in total. So now you, Ben, as the catcher, Sparky is rolling to try to catch the ball. That's Aiden's just thrown.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Easy money.
Money ball.
Easy money.
That's a baseball movie. Oh shit, did you explode?
I exploded.
Bro, you gotta say so.
17 total.
Damn.
Woo!
You catch
All right.
the shit out of it.
How does it feel to get a strike on Babe Ruth?
Guilty. Babe Ruth misses, and I go, "It's all right. It's been a while, I'm sure."
He points out to center again.
Okay, it's still
Sparky.
going this way.
Sparky will hit you with a hand sign to throw a sinker.
It's going center. So Nosferatu, watch it. They are very good.
He's ready. He's standing, baseball glove just loosely at his side, shoulders hunched, just looking dead in the eye at Babe Ruth. Roll me that second brawn check.
It was a 10.
Ooh, okay. Did you roll me that D6?
Mm-hmm. The D6 exploded. Got into
Oh.
a 2. I rolled a 2 on the 20.
Sick. Okay, got you. Okay. So we're trying to hit a 10 with this D12. Let's see what happens. We got a 9 on the first roll. With the D6, with the 4, it does hit. Babe Ruth is swinging. And let's see where this ball goes. If it's a 1, it's going to be a foul. That is a 4, so it's going to
No.
right field towards Bo on first base. Let's hit this brawn roll.
Not quite center
Um,
field.
That is a 9 initially with the
Okay.
D6. That is an 11. You have to beat an 11 in a flight check to catch
Okay.
this ball and get Babe Ruth out.
Okay. I made narrative choices for my stats. What
Ooh.
made sense for my position? So
Uh-huh.
my flight is a D4.
Okay.
Mm.
Let's see. You just gotta explode. So you rolled
I
two
just
D4s.
gotta explode. Nope, that's a 2.
Okay, so with an 11 brawn roll, I believe that ball is going to fall in
The tree line.
the tree line,
Second
which means the player
base.
makes it to second base.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Are
Okay.
there potential shenanigans for the like outfielders? Is that what we are?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're infielders and outfielders. Pitch me a shenanigan.
Well, I was just thinking, since it's based on chance which one of us gets
Uh-huh.
it, because I have a D20 in flight, is it possible for me to, even though I'm on the other side of the field, try to run after it anyway?
Roll me a grit check, and that's going to be opposed by. You're actually going to just have it against the brawn roll, which is 11.
So no, is there a vampire die on this or not?
Yes, there is. There's vampires dies on most things, so.
That's a 4.
Okay, gotcha. So potentially hit me up next time again if you want to try to
Okay.
do that. But the ball does fall, and Babe Ruth is able to make it to second before he is stopped. Now, second up at bat, we have Jackie Robinson, who kind of does a little nod to you with his batter's helmet.
It's an honor. Gotta snap out of it.
He nods again. And for Jackie Robinson, he is rolling. Let's see what he's rolling on fight. He is rolling a d20 on fight.
Okay.
So hit me with your brawn roll.
That is a 13.
Okay. Oh, Jackie Robinson. I'm so sorry. He rolled a nat 1 on the d20. And that's a 2 on the d6. So
Strike,
now,
baby.
yeah, that's gonna be a strike as long as Ben can catch it as Sparky.
That's a natural 13.
Okay. So we're good to go. Beautiful. So that's the first strike on Jackie Robinson. We are going round 2. Hit me with that brawn roll.
10.
10. Okay. There we go, Jackie. That's what I'm looking for. That's a 9, baby. We're rolling this d6. That's a 1. That also is a 10, so it does hit.
Okay.
But we're gonna roll this d4 to see where the ball goes. That's a 1, Jackie Robinson. No. Okay, so that goes foul ball. That's the second strike. Third up for Jackie Robinson. Hit me with that brawn roll, Zaiden.
Oh,
You're
that
good.
explodes.
Oh shit!
That explodes.
Oh shit!
12 plus 4 plus 3. So 12 plus 7.
Is
19?
19, yeah. Okay. So Jackie Robinson has to hit a 19. Oh, Jackie, I'm so sorry. That's a 6. And a 3 for a 9. Okay. Okay,
Catch the
Ben.
ball, Sparky.
You have to hit at least a 13 or a 12 in order to not drop the ball.
Nine so far.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh, 12.
Okay. We're gonna say you do catch the ball, and unfortunately, Jackie Robinson is out.
It's
Oh.
it's
Kyle.
one of these.
Wait, Kyle, what'd you get on the initial roll?
19.
Okay, yeah, we're gonna say that is good. So Jackie Robinson is out.
Guess you shouldn't meet your heroes, huh, Jackie?
He just tips his cap to you
Alucard,
again.
tell him what I said.
I won't, brother. I'm going to let you
Asshole.
see your heroes and perish in their eyesight.
Tell him what I
Um,
said.
So, first out, we've got Babe Ruth on second. Alucard is up third. So, brother, here we stand. You've got a Texan, seemingly, on first. You've got a crepid old geriatric vampire on second, and some sort of sad boy on third. And right behind me is just the most vivacious vampire I've ever seen. And that isn't an insult, he says to Sparky.
Heads up.
It's okay, even though the
Nat 20.
roll.
Nat 20.
Oh, shit! Fuck,
So
okay.
that explodes.
roll
And
the
then a
D6.
nat 1.
And then that one.
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. He's gonna roll to try to hit that. So
So
on
that would be
fight,
26 total because of the d6.
fight, Alucard only has a D10.
Oh
Sparky,
boy.
you gotta catch this.
Oh boy.
Because it's a nat 20, I don't think I can like have the catcher. I think you have to get a strike with that. But Alucard does have only a D10 in fight, so we're gonna see how this goes for him. It's a 7 with a 4 that explodes, and a 2 for only 13. Unlucky 13. So with a nat 20, you do get another strike, and we can't just. Ben, are you okay with passing past the catcher's
No,
thing?
totally
Okay.
cool.
Gotta
Fine,
honor the
it's
nat 20.
fine.
We got 2 strikes. This one, you can knock your brother out for the first time, truly proving that you are the better son of Dracula. At least for the moment, and potentially if you win the game, the best of all Dracula's children. Hit me with the next brawn roll.
Maybe you shouldn't have talked so much, Alucard.
Maybe you should shut the fuck up.
Heads up! That's 19 plus 3. That's 22.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
That is a 5
Sorry,
Uh,
Sparky.
and a 4 that explodes. And a 2 that's only 11. Sparky, you gotta hit this roll, or Alucard's gonna accidentally walk to first.
Bro, Sparky can
I'm
do
sorry.
a lot of things.
My brother's up at bat. I gotta prove
Ooh.
myself.
That's a nat 2 on the D20.
Hey. I will say for the audience, they do have equal.
Explodes?
Oh shit! Explodes.
Oh, okay. 9.
Okay,
Damn it.
fair enough. So since that is by a degree of like 6 or 7 margin of more than that, you are gonna drop the ball, and Alucard's gonna walk to first, pushing Babe Ruth to third. Sparky, how do you
I'm
feel in this moment?
Staring daggers at Sparky.
I think Sparky, I think he'll call all the people into the pitcher's mound,
Fuck yeah!
and he'll look to the infielders and say, "You three, start beatboxing."
You hear Nosferatu go.
And he'll say, "Zan, I understand your admiration and your hatred for your brother, but we are playing to win. This is no time for heroes and no time for petty squabbles."
You needed beatboxing for that?
We are vampires. We can hear a great many things. We cannot let them in on our game plans.
To that
Oh.
point.
Okay. My name is Zaiden.
Zaiden! Sorry, I popped a Xanax earlier. It's getting me through.
Got classic popping Xannies before the baseball game.
Okay. Yeah. Just catch the ball next time. I slap him on the shoulder.
You guys both, you have a D20 in crit, right?
Yeah.
So you do potentially have the chance to catch this. Zaiden is just rolling incredibly high.
Yeah, you're just
Yeah.
wilding out right now.
And just on Alucard.
Okay. So third up, we have Eddie Matthews, a man I know nothing about. So he kind of just hits you with a smile, and
What's
then
up?
smiles again, and flashes some vampiric teeth at you, and kind of does a biting motion.
When he comes up to bat, it said it's an honor to the other two. I look at Stan and I just shrug. No idea. That's a 15.
Okay, he's gonna roll a D20 on fight for this. That's an 11 on the die. Let's roll this D6 and see what happens. That's a 1. Okay. Sparky, you got this.
Huh? What? Sorry. the
You're trying to beat a
Xanax is kicking
15.
in.
The Xanax is kicking in. We're trying to beat a 15 here.
Oh, easy. Nat 18.
Nat 18,
Nice.
perfect. Okay, so
Boom.
that is 1 strike against Eddie Matthews. We're going to pitch 2.
Oh, that explodes? Okay, so my
Oh,
D6
shit.
explodes.
Okay.
I got a 19 on the D20. D6 explodes.
Jesus Christ.
So that's 10, 29.
29, okay. He's gonna roll 11. That explodes for 17. That explodes again for 23.
No.
He said 29.
Yeah.
I guess it's 28. Okay, Sparky.
Oh my God.
Yeah, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Listen, were these catching rules ill-advised? Potentially. Oh wait, Sparky, you're rolling all of these with advantage
Oh, that's right.
because you're
Oh.
getting signals from the pitcher at all times.
Well,
That was
I'm
how I
signaling the
tried
pitcher.
to negate that.
Oh, yeah.
The catcher signals the pitcher.
Yeah, my
sorry,
signals to
other way around.
Sparky are
Yeah.
He'll hit you with like high inside, and you'll just be
Sorry
like,
about that, Ben. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, no worries. So that is in brain 18.
Okay. So you dropped the ball, unfortunately. That's going to bring Babe Ruth home and push Alucard to second. You got someone on first and second. Final up at bat, we have Yoki Berra, who only has a D12 in fight. So we'll see how this goes. Hit me with that brown roll.
With him, when he comes up, I go, "It's an honor." That's
Incredible.
a 16.
Okay, gotcha. He's got a D12. It's a nat 1. That's a 4. So, okay. So, Ben, you got to get like a 9 or higher.
All right, watch this. Easy cap. Ooh. Oh, that's good. That's a natural 17.
Beautiful. Okay, catch the ball for a
Wonderful,
strike.
wonderful.
Hit me with that second brawn roll, Kyle, for the second pitch.
That is 19.
That is 11 on the die. With a 14, that's 15. He's going to miss. Ben, you got to get a 12 or higher.
I've been researching Eddie Matthews, and dude is actually kind of cracked. He was a 12 times All-Star, 2-time World Series champion,
Wow.
2 times
Jesus.
home run leader. Dude's insane. Ooh, explodes. Oh,
Hell
explodes.
yes. Hell yes.
Okay. That is 11 plus whatever the fuck I rolled. 23.
Gotcha. Okay. Catch the ball handily. We're looking for the third strike here to get him out.
Ooh, okay. That is 11.
That's an 11.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. We're rolling this D12. Let's see. It's very potential that he may or may not hit this. Math. That's a 10. That's a 10. Shit. Okay.
Okay.
You just have to hit a 5 or
Easy
a 4.
cap. Oh. Okay, not 13.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yogi Berra out.
That's it,
Move.
Sparky. That's it.
So with Babe Ruth
Advantage.
back in the batting box, he is up to base again. We've got Alucard on second, and we've got Eddie Matthews on first. You're going against Babe Ruth. He's got a D20 in fight. D12
Was that
in
our
fight,
first
excuse me.
out, or do we have 2 outs?
We have
We
2
have 2.
outs.
Okay.
So yeah, we're moving on to the if you could switch sides after this.
Babe Ruth, it's not an honor anymore. You're just a zombie. You might as well be my brother.
He points to right field.
That's an 11.
That explodes. That explodes. That's a 17.
Damn.
So he does hit. We're gonna roll where that's going. That is going to 3. That is going center field. That's going to Nosferatu. All right. So we're gonna see this brawn roll for Babe Ruth. That is a 5. We're gonna add the D6 for 10. Nosferatu has a D20 in flight, so he could potentially very much get this. Not with a 4. This has got to explode. Nosferatu. Oh, sorry, Kyle. You're supposed to be rolling for Nosferatu. Nosferatu got a 7 though. What did Babe Ruth get? Did I just say?
Yeah, 10.
10. So the ball goes into the
First
outfield. I think he makes it to first. So the bases
Bases
are
loaded.
loaded.
Base is
This
loaded.
is crazy.
2 outs,
if
bases loaded.
he could hit a grand slam, we got Jackie Robinson up next. Jackie Robinson could hit a grand slam, or this could be out, or he could just get on base. But point is, tensions are fucking high.
Stressed out.
Any of the
Going to
players
dance.
in the field, how are you feeling? What are you thinking?
Oh god.
Oh God, yes.
I'm fingering
The gun.
the barrel of the gun, being like, should I just shoot some of these people?
Entirely valid. You've learned that the opposing captain has murdered the former team that you're playing on. So
Yeah.
all's fair in love and war in baseball.
I look to
Um,
Stan. I say, be ready for anything. That ball goes past me, I want it to be yours.
I would also very much like that. Yeah, that would be ideal.
All right.
Runs really fast in a circle.
So Jackie Robinson is hitting with a D20 on fight. Hit me with that brawn roll.
16.
16. Okay, that's a 12 on the die. That's a 16. He is going to hit.
Oh.
And then we are going to roll. Ooh, that's going to Stan Rice. On third
If
base.
I roll bad, I'm gonna fucking scream.
All right. So that's an 11 on the brawn, brawn, for a total of 14. So you just have to beat a 14.
Stan.
I rolled a
Stan?
4 on
No,
the
Stan.
D20.
Stan!
So that's a 6.
Oh,
God damn it.
we bring Alucard home, and I think it's still just he goes for a single. So bases are still loaded. They have 1 run up, 2 outs, and it is
His
Eddie
Alucard's
Matthews?
turn, right?
all right. To an Alucard. They got
I
1
made a
run.
baseball diamond and I wrote it down. No one can see it.
Thank
but
you so
I
much,
can
bro.
kinda see it.
You legend.
My man
Um,
fully crying at this point.
Oh
Just
no,
like
Stan.
hyperventilating.
Do you want to, if a hit goes out and you want to try to run for it, hit me.
Keep it
Oh
together,
no,
Stan.
it's character, not the. I'm fine.
No, I
Yeah,
know.
the game is the game.
I know. I'm just saying, if Stan wants to try to run for something, let me know.
At this
Um,
point, he's so determined that no matter what direction it goes in, unless it goes to Nosferatu, who has a D20, he's just gonna go. That is
yeah.
true. I think that is what he would do at this point.
Incredible.
I
I love that
I,
for Stan.
I rip like a sleeve off of my jersey and I throw it to Stan. Clean yourself up, Stan.
Yep.
There's no crying in baseball.
No, I'm trying to crawl
Oh,
pretty though.
shit.
I'm not-
All right. We got bases loaded. They got 1 run, 2 outs. Alucard up at bat. D10 fight. Hit me with that brawn roll.
11.
Okay. It's a potential that he could hit this. Potential he could miss. That's a 1 on his fight roll.
Okay.
4
okay,
explodes. 4 does explode. So he's at 5 right now. And a 6. Okay. Ben, catch this fucking ball. Sparky's got this.
It explodes.
Yes.
It explodes.
Okay.
26.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you
Mhm.
catch that ball. That's a strike against Alucard. I'm gonna hit a home run. And
sorry,
I'm going
brother.
to make you all cry.
Did you forget what's on the line here?
Several small castles in rural Oregon. I know.
And eternal glory in our father's eyes.
Oh, right.
Can
That-
Sparky try and slip up Alucard?
Yeah, try it. Go.
He's gonna say the next pitch is a breaking ball when it's actually a screwball.
Roll me a charm check, and that's gonna be versus Alucard's grit check.
Bo was just chewing blood-covered sunflower seeds.
That's a
Incredible.
4. My man does not do charm.
I got 5, so
Oh.
he just barely beats you. So he is going to still roll the roll that he just had, which was a 6, and then a 1 for only a 7.
I got 19 plus 6.
25. Damn. Okay. So Ben, you have to roll an 18 or higher.
At advantage.
At advantage.
Okay.
At advantage. And I'll say you roll. Let's just, for the sake of the sake, you're gonna roll
explodes.
this. Fuck yeah.
Oh, explodes again.
Oh, fuck yeah.
9 plus 17 is whatever that number is.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a
Not a
second
problem.
strike, baby. Not even an issue. We're going for strike 3 now. This is for all the marbles, babies.
I need to get my brother out. It's the
you
final
need to
out.
get-
It'd be so
you-
embarrassing.
This will be so embarrassing. He's gonna cry. Hit me with that roll.
That is 18 plus 20. Unnatural.
He only gets
A
6.
filthy, dirty 20.
He only gets a 6. My man's. Come
Come on, Sparky.
on, Sparky.
Come on, Sparky.
Oh,
You gotta roll. I think like a 13 or a 12 or higher.
Ooh, okay. Those were stinkers.
At a minute?
Explodes though.
Okay.
Explodes again.
Okay.
That one went on to my lap. Damn, I explode twice and then get a 1. So 9 plus 3 is 12.
We're gonna say that that's a catch. My man's is out. We're
We take
switching
it.
sides.
We take it. We take these.
Strike 3. You're out.
We take
Wow.
these. We
Baseball.
take these.
Baseball.
Wow.
Baseball.
What a fumble, brother. Oh, sorry. That's football.
Well, no matter what sport it is, I'm gonna beat your ass in the next round. Inning. I mean, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Alucard's delicate sensibilities was the worst at football.
Wow, that was a really interesting inning. We saw a lot of very quick play, a lot of people on base. Now going into the next inning, the baseball bats are up 3-2. We're gonna have to see what happens next. We switch sides. Up at bat first, we have Bo again.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you American vampire, show me what you're made of.
I just spit out
Big
Um,
League Chew.
no, the sunflower seeds. I just
Oh
spit
fuck
'em.
yeah!
And I go up to
Disgusting.
bat.
Pretty sure American Vampire is a comic book.
It
Jerk.
is. I bought a copy of it one time and I was like, this looks so cool. And I was like, this is issue 16. Whoops. I don't know what's going on at all. All right. Braun against your fight.
Yep.
The D20 roll for Alucard.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for a 18.
5.
Oof, that's the first strike. If the catcher can catch it, he's also rolling a d20. Handily catches it. First strike for Bohannigan. Going for the second pitch, we've got a 14 on the initial die with a 4 that explodes. Holy shit. And a 2 that is 20. Dirty 20.
Okay, well, I exploded twice.
Oh shit.
That's a 31.
Oh! Let's go! Okay, you hit the ball. Where does it go?
Hit
Give
the
roll me a
shit.
d4.
Hit that shit out of here. That's a 4, so that's right field.
Let's go.
Let's
okay.
go, Bo.
Okay. Okay, so now it's a brawn roll.
Yes.
Brawn check.
To see how far that goes, and you add your d4 to that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. That exploded. Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that's a 18. So
You said it's
that,
going right field to first base?
yeah, first base. That's an 18. So if he doesn't catch it, I go to third base.
Okay, incredible. So this is you're going against Babe Ruth, who has a d12 in flight. Oh no, excuse me. He has a d10 in flight.
Okay.
All right, let's see what happens. That's only a 2
Okay.
and a 4 for 6. So you go to third base. Bo is baseball legend, should not even be sponsoring this shit. Should just be playing and betting on himself.
Yeah, for real. Insider trading on.
Insider trading, baby. So we got Bo on third.
Okay.
Okay, and now we go to, it was Zaiden second, correct?
Mm.
All right, Zaiden. I will admit, your team is better than anticipated.
Yeah, you're telling me.
All right, let's do that brawn roll for him. It's going to be looking at a 11 on the die. We're rolling that d4 for a 13.
I got a 14.
Fuck yes! You're
Okay, so
hitting
it's
that
a
ball. Roll me
D4.
the d4 to tell me where it's going.
3.
Okay, so that goes to center field where that is going to be where Jackie Robinson is.
I
You're
need
going to
a
roll a brawn
brawn.
check against Jackie Robinson's flight, which
Natural
is,
20 on Braun.
You got a natural 20.
Plus a 3. Yeah.
I mean,
And
yeah.
then that's another 15, so that's 35 plus 3, so 38.
so with a, what did you say your roll was?
38?
38.
Ooh, with a 38, Zaiden, A 31 to a 35 is supposed to be you kill whoever's in that position. But with a 38, I think seeing that baseball just fly way the fuck out there. Jackie Robinson is running after it, and he's looking at it, and he's just like, that's a home run. And you see Jackie Robinson's spirit just, you see Jackie Robinson out in the forest just dissipate into sparkling particles that float off into the sky, are wrapped around the baseball that flies off into space. And Jackie Robinson has been freed from his vampiric thrall. And now, any hit that goes to second base is going to be basically an automatic in. No one's going to be rolling opposed checks against it. So, 2 more for you guys, bringing you guys up to 5-2 runs. What do you say to your brother as you take away one of his best players?
You should be mindful of messing with the heroes of American baseball, brother.
Ping pong is much, much more my speed. Now, third up at bat, I think we have Stan Rice. Is that correct?
Yes.
Stan Rice, let's fucking do this.
Let's go, Stan.
All right, I'm
hit
gonna roll
that
this.
shit out of the
I'm gonna
park,
roll
Stan.
this brawn check against you. That's only a 7 on the initial die. With a D4, that's an 8.
Well, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
That is not my thing.
So that's an 8. We're gonna roll this D20 to see. Yeah. The catcher catches it. Mr. Barra, excuse me. So yes, Mr. Barra will catch it. And now we are going for the second pitch. I'm rolling this D10. That is a or D20, excuse me. That's gonna be, you're gonna have to beat a 12.
3.
No, Stan Rice.
Stan.
Okay.
And
I'm only good for flight.
oh, Stan. Oh, Stan.
Catcher does catch that as well. All right.
Although
Yes.
I do have a D12 in brains, and I
Uh-huh.
haven't seen brains applied to anything yet. I don't think.
Brains are
Is it?
used for stealing bases. The person who's trying to steal a base makes a check against the both the pitcher and the catcher's brains. If you want to pitch an idea for brains for me right now,
I
feel
was
free to.
gonna suggest, could I roll for brains to see if I can see in bullet time what kind of pitch it's gonna be? And if I
Yes.
succeed, then I can roll advantage.
Absolutely. You're going to roll against my charm for Alucard, which is only a D8.
Okay.
And yeah, if you succeed, you'll roll with advantage on both the vampiric die and your normal fight die.
Okay, that is an 11.
All right. Alucard got an 8. So yes, that is
Okay.
going to.
Okay,
So you're going to
okay.
roll with advantage on this
For all the marbles.
for all the marbles.
Okay, it's necessary. Slightly better. We get to 7.
Oh.
7. Okay. Let me roll for this brawn check. Okay. That was a 2 on the D20.
Okay.
That's a 3. You hit.
Yeah.
Roll me that
Oh,
D4,
God.
baby. Tell me where that ball's
Against-
going.
All odds.
Okay, no, just don't roll a
Don't
fucking
roll a 1.
Don't
Roll a
roll a
D4,
one.
don't roll a 1.
On D4.
On a D4.
Though to be fair, if he rolls a 1 now, I think you only get 2.
3.
3? Okay, perfect. So that goes to center field, which is where Jackie Robinson has since been saved from his vampiric form. So you automatically make it on base. Tell me how far that brawn roll is taking you.
How far the
You have to
Roll me brawn, and
Okay.
then tell me what the total of that is with
Got
your vampiric supernatural abilities.
Don't foul balls only get 2 strikes, and then if you keep fouling, you just foul forever.
I'm changing it just to make sure that we get through this game.
Okay.
This is
that
vampire
makes sense.
baseball.
Yeah. This is
So
vampire
that's an
baseball.
8. That is an
Okay.
8.
So that is going to take you to first base. But Stan Rice is on base. Babe Ruth and Eddie Matthews both run for the ball, but kind of stumble into one another, can't quite get their hands on it, and you make it to first, no trouble at all. We
Fully
are now
crying for a different reason. He shouts at Alucard, "Don't catch me, Cardi B!"
I don't even know who that is. All right, we are moving on to Sparky, or
Yeah.
is no Sparky? Yeah, okay.
Sparky, as he goes out, he'll point with his bat to Stan and say, "I see that you are fully accepting the excellence of baseball into your heart."
And Stan, if you want to try to steal a base, feel free to at any point.
Okay, that's a brains thing.
Yes. So to steal a base, let's read these rules right now. Once during an at-bat, players who are on base may attempt to steal to the following base. The runner attempting to steal will make a charm check contested against a pitcher and catcher's brains check. If the pitcher or catcher succeeds, they are able to catch the runner too far off base and tag the runner out. If the runner succeeds, they successfully find the ideal moment during play and begin to steal to the following base. The runner then makes a flight check against the baseman's grit check. But there's no one at second base because Jackie Robinson has been saved. So you would just be running to second.
So would it be charm or brains?
You would be rolling charm. It would be a charms check against Alucard and or Mr. Barra's brains.
I mean, that's a D10 for me. That's not bad.
That's pretty good. Do you and you know that Yogi Berra does have a D4 in brains, as do all the pro baseball players. Alucard, I
feel
will
like
tell you.
at this point, I gotta take risks.
Go for broke.
Okay.
Have to take
Okay.
risks. At this
So,
point.
roll me your check for charm. We're gonna have Ben roll his first at bat while we do this. Okay, so I'm rolling the brawn for you to hit. It's a 13
Alright.
on the die. With a 1, that brings us to 14.
Explodes. Whoa. 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 That's 27.
Jesus Christ. Okay, that's a hit. So Ian, tell me what that roll was.
So the D4 exploded a couple times, and I ended up with an 11.
Yo, okay. So Yogi Bear is gonna explode on his D4.
Uh-oh.
5. He only gets a total of 7, so he is good. And then 4, Alucard. We are looking at that is going to be a D12 roll. That's an 11. So he does very quickly. I might have fucked up by having Ben go first because I'm not sure how this would play out. He does very quickly before he pitches to Ben, see you off base, throws, and tags you out. I'm so sorry.
But who's he throwing to?
He's because he's on Stan is on first base, so Babe Ruth is there to can't tag him out. So sorry. That
Fair
was
enough.
the best possible stealing thing you could have had because there wasn't anyone on second. But that's an out.
He had to try. He absolutely had to try.
He had to try.
At this point, though, he's going to the crying is going to turn to righteous fury, and he remembers that the reason he's here, his athleticism, doesn't come from sports. It comes from understanding that vampires are supposed to kill things.
Yes, absolutely.
He's mad now.
He's mad. Ooh,
Mhm.
he's getting spicy, angy. All right, Ben, roll for where you are on base.
Okay, cool. Sick. I got a
that
2,
Bravo.
by the way.
Okay, you got it. What does that mean?
Left field, I believe.
Okay, you got. So we're going to left field. Yeah. You're going towards Eddie Matthews.
Oh God. The 12-time All-Star.
He has a D20. He has a D10 in flight.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Ooh, explodes.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Okay.
not as bad as I thought it was going to be. 9.
Okay, he got a 5 on his initial roll. He's rolling his D6 for his empirical baseball abilities. That does explode. Fuck. And that is a 15. So he is gonna touch the ball and get you out. Does that mean you guys have 2 outs now? Or is that
Yeah.
Yes.
It's down to Nosferatu again.
Fuck.
What the
Nosferatu.
fuck?
You guys are up 5-2 runs though.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking pretty at the end of your at bat for your second inning. So Nosferatu versus Alucard. The classic matchup that everyone's been waiting for. Does anyone want to give Nosferatu any encouragement, love, advice?
I show him money. I go, Nosferatu. Huh? Huh?
He tries to eat the money.
Right, right.
Okay.
I think
So
Nosferatu only drinks human blood, so he's never been a client of mine, so I don't really care who he is.
You were really good in that episode of SpongeBob.
and he clicks a light on and off. He actually has a clapper on him that he claps on and claps off. All right, so Alucard for this brawn roll rolled a 9 on the die and a 2. So that is going to be against Nosferatu's fight, which is a D8. He's trying to hit an 11.
You want me to roll that or?
Yes, please. Thank
Okay.
you, God. Thank you for reminding me.
8. It's a D8, right?
Yeah.
His fight, so that explodes on the D8.
Fuck yes.
8, 5, 13 plus 3, 16.
Did you roll that D4 as well?
Yeah. The D4 was
beautiful.
a 3.
Okay, 16.
16.
We love that. That's definitely a hit. Roll me a D4 to tell me where that is going on the field.
4.
4. Okay, that's going to right field, first base to Bo, I believe.
Okay. That's Braun.
To Jackie.
Oh, sorry. Excuse no. To Babe.
To-
Excuse me. It's going to Babe.
So that's a D6. 6 explodes.
Ooh.
Okay.
1, so 7. Then the D4, 3, 10.
This is a D20. This is the D10 roll as Babe Ruth flies out for that. That is an 8. So he has to roll a 1 on this D6
one,
in order
one,
for you guys to be in.
Yeah.
One,
On a
one,
D6.
one.
It's a 4.
Ah.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth does catch it and gets Nosferatu out. So you guys are now in the outfield once again.
Right. Bo, how many runs did we get that inning?
We got 2. We're up to
Thank
5.
you, Bo.
They have 2.
Okay.
We're looking pretty okay if things keep going the way they do.
Stan? I put my hand on Stan's shoulders. Catch ball.
Okay.
Babe
Alright.
Ruth comes up to bat. The Bambino. The Babe. Babe Pig in the City. Not that one. He's gonna roll a D12 for fight. Hit me with that brawn roll first. Zaiden.
My D6 exploded, so that's
Fuck
7
yes.
total from the D6 plus 6. So that is
13?
13.
Hell yes. Babe points towards Stan Rice in left field.
Oh.
And is gonna roll this hit check. D12. All right. That's a 6,
Okay.
and the 6 that explodes,
Oh.
a 1 for a 13. So he
That
does
is
just
exactly enough.
barely hit. So I'm gonna roll this D4 to see where it
Oh,
goes.
I thought you pointed.
I mean, no, it is gonna go your direction.
Yay!
He
Oh,
hits the
Jesus.
left field. So
Stan, don't die.
this is gonna be
Get
a
angry, get loud.
brawn roll for Babe Ruth. He has a D20, so this could go pretty fucking far out. That's gonna be a 7 on the D20,
Oh, thank God.
a 6 that explodes, and a 1 for 14.
14.
Interesting. I roll a 15 on the D20, and a 2 on the D4, so that's a 17.
Yes,
A blur of speed.
You get Babe Ruth out. Tell me how this happens.
I think he runs so fast that he actually, before he even runs after the ball, he runs like backstage, I don't know,
Into the dugout.
grabs his coat, and then runs back onto the field and catches the ball and stands there with his coat blowing in the wind and goes, I curse God and all of his works, but God damn it!
He's so angry. You got Babe fucking Ruth out. That is 1 out for them on their first at bat for this round.
And that's Stan the Man Rice.
Blah, blah, blah. Okay. And Jackie Robinson was hashtag saved, so it just goes straight to Alucard because he has no subs because he sent them all home.
Because he's an idiot.
Because he's an idiot.
He's
He
dumb.
does have a D12 in brains, but he's still kind of a fucking idiot.
He has brains where it doesn't count.
Exactly. Okay, brother. I'm gonna hit this ball, and it's gonna go so far.
Mhm.
And it's going to be crazy. It's going
yeah.
to yes.
Yeah.
You're not going to get rid of any more of my players. I'm going to be the best of Dracula's
Sure,
children,
yeah.
not you.
Okay. Heads up!
Oh my god, bro! He rolls a D20. On its D20, he rolls a 9.
14.
4 explodes.
Oh.
1, that is 14. He
Oh
does
my
it.
god!
Oh my god!
Dude.
Oh, okay.
Roll a 1. Roll a 1.
That's a 4. So that
Damn
goes
Shit.
right over to Bo. This is gonna be a brawn contested roll.
No, he's good at brawn.
He's good at brawn.
Okay.
Just roll
Yes.
snake eyes. Easy money. Snake eyes.
Hey guys, easy money. Easy money.
So I fucked up and was looking at Alucard's wrong thing, and he would have. He has a D10 in fight, so he still rolled a 9. So I'm gonna say that technically still counts for his fucking. The hit still is valid.
Okay.
He did roll a nat 20
Cool.
for brawn. So I'm gonna see
What does that mean for Bo?
that explodes. Let me look at my own rules really quick. So Bo,
Yep.
he got a 26,
Okay.
which means that he does injure you to some degree.
He does, yes.
How do you want to be injured by this man?
Right in the bonads.
Can I? I don't want to be cheap, but can I say that I don't get injured? He just punches a hole through my cowboy hat,
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's fine.
and it's like so fast that I was starting to move, but it just happens.
Yeah.
And I look at him, and I put my hand on my motherfucking revolver, and I say, "That was my favorite hat, you bitch."
He is, ha 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 ha, I finally did something right. And makes his way around the base for a home run. All right. Eddie Matthews up next.
Celebrate while you can, brother.
Eddie Matthews is up next. Eddie Matthews is working with a D20 in fight. What'd you roll?
15.
Okay.
I think I've been slowly one better each pitch.
That's a 13 on the D20.
No.
17 total. He's gonna hit. Rolling a
No.
D4. That's a 2 that's going towards Stan Rice on
okay.
third base. And the brawn roll for Eddie is going to be a D12. So he rolls a 9 on the D12, and he rolls a. You have to beat a 14 to catch this.
My D4 exploded twice so far.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Okay.
A third. Oh shit!
Yes!
Let's go.
14 plus 12.
You do it.
is
26.
20.
Yes!
You get him out.
Yes. That's the second
You
one.
got Babe Ruth and Eddie Matthews out in this inning.
He's finally accepted baseball.
stand holding the ball. I point to him and I go, now that's a vampire.
So he grabs it this time with
Uh-huh.
like such force. He does like a fucking cartwheel in the air and he lands and then he like spikes it like you would a football. And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Alucard. Did you want me to fucking sparkle? Did you want to make out or something? Or did you forget that vampires kill shit?"
He
Alucard
angry.
is really reconsidering every choice he's made, and is looking down Stan Rice with the fear of God in his eyes.
Yeah, he's not looking his most stable at this moment, but he's living his best life.
God damn. All right, we
Hey,
are
Alucard.
going up.
Maybe you should have tried kickball first.
Brother, I'll kick your balls. And that's shit talk.
Damn, he got me.
We are at the final at bat, Yogi Berra. So he only has a D12 to fight. Hit me with the brawn roll.
22.
Fuck. That's a 6. And then a 5 for 11. Okay, you have to get a 15, Ben.
Oh, okay. 15.
15.
Yes, okay. You
Yay.
catch the ball. It's all good. That's the first strike for Yogi Berra. We are now moving on to that second pitch. Hit me with it, Kyle. That brawn roll. That big beefy brawn roll.
That D6 explodes.
Fuck
That is
yes.
8 plus 7, 15.
Okay, that's a 10 on the
Is that- am I right?
D12.
Yeah.
A 10 on the D12, and then for the that's a 13. So he does strike. So you have to get, you said 15, right, Kyle?
Yeah.
So like 8 or higher, Ben, and you're good.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, stinker. That's a 5.
Ooh, woof.
Ooh.
Okay, but that is, yeah, that's more than 7 or 6.
Six.
So he's gonna walk to first. So we've got Yogi Berra on first. We've got Babe Ruth back up at bat. He points towards Bo now.
Did someone cross? Was that a run for them?
No, he only made it to first. I think there was 2 outs previously
Got it.
because Alucard also hit a homer, so he just went fully through.
Only for one run, like an idiot.
And then Jackie Robinson is saved.
Hey, Barra. Maybe you should steal a base. And I wink to whoever's on first.
He
Oh no.
he flips you off, but he starts looking at second base. You're within the vampiric Dracula bloodline, so maybe you just have a touch of thrall over him. Who knows? But he's looking at second base. I'm gonna roll a check for him to see if he's
I'm hoping that we can maybe get him an out. Get
he's
like
gritty enough to do this.
Yeah.
Let's see if he's hashtag gritty enough to do this. He does have a D20 in grit.
Oh.
We're gonna say
Never mind.
he got a nat 20, so he's gonna try to steal.
Never mind. Stop.
He does start to steal the second. So
What do I roll?
well, no. Okay, so that was just to confirm whether or not he wanted to steal based
Oh, I
against
see.
you. But he got a nat 20, so we're gonna say he starts to steal. Now it's gonna be a charm contested against both Zaiden and Sparky's brains rolls,
Okay.
and that's to
D12
just kind
for
of
brains.
have a.
Oh my
general
god,
sense of
me
the game.
too.
What do you have in brains?
D12.
Got you. Okay. Ooh.
Explodes.
Thank God. I got a 5.
I got a 12.
Babe Ruth is up to bat.
Okay.
You say this to Yogi Berra. He rolls a nat 20 on grit. He's feeling the power in himself in his vampiric form. He's looking over. He's looking over at second base. He starts to go, and in a split second, he has a second thought, but that's just enough time for you to throw to first and get him out. Switch sides.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
is
yeah,
the
yeah,
third
yeah,
and
yeah.
final inning.
All
5 to
through
3.
Sparky's eyes.
Yes. I think Sparky, you probably with your high roll as well, like see that and look over and like nod to that, and that is all Zaiden needs. Yeah, just under the arm,
Yeah.
right over. Fuck yes. Okay, this is the third inning. This is for all the marbles. You guys are back up at bat. We are 5 to 3 with the baseball bats up 2 runs. You guys are looking pretty good. You could be winning these fucking castles.
Talking
You
on
could
wood.
be, you could be American royalty.
That's right.
The
You got this, bro.
1% of vampires.
Hat be damned.
Hat be damned.
Hat be damned. I can get another hat.
Did you just say the 1% of vampires?
Yeah, I did. Living in rural Oregon. All right. So up at bat first is Bo. You're going against Alucard's Braun.
Yeah, I am.
Excuse me. I'm still gonna win, you know. I promise you.
It's not looking likely.
That's a 15 on this D20.
Shit.
16.
17.
Oh shit, you hit!
No.
Okay, roll a D4. Tell me where the ball's going.
Okay, please don't be a 1.
Please
Please
don't
don't
be
be
a
a
one.
1. It's a 4.
Oh my god! You're
What the
so
heck?
nasty,
What is happening?
Hannigan.
That's Bo at bat, baby.
That's going towards Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth has to make a contested flight roll against your Brawn. He only has a D10 in flight. Let me roll that real quick.
Oh, that's.
Actually,
oh,
you tell me
no.
first. You tell me first.
Oh no. It's a 5. I get myself out.
Oh, because it falls within the infield, so they catch it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 1 to 5. The ball falls within the infield. Babe Ruth just steps up, snags it out of the air. That's an out for Bo Hannigan. God, that was so spicy.
It was
that.
so spicy.
Oh. Okay, that's 1 out for Bo. We got Zaiden up next. But Bo's put some serious mileage
serious
on the
work
board.
in, yeah.
So like, Bo's chilling.
This is the final inning
Final inning. This might
My
be your
final
last at
chance.
bat.
to prove myself.
Do you want to know what? Do you want to know what your brother is rolling for Braun first?
I know what he is. It's a D20, isn't it?
I know, but do you want to know the number?
Oh, sure.
That shit was cocked. That's a 10. Oh no, that's a 16 on the die. Let me roll this D4.
I only have a D10 to fight.
That's a 1, so that's 17.
It's not
Don't
enough.
make it. Okay, so let's see.
12.
I got a 17 on the die for Yogi Berra. He catches the ball handily, throws it back to Alucard. We're going for the second pitch. How do you feel right now, Zaiden?
I just want to make things a little more cinematic, brother.
Okay.
That's
Yes.
all. That's why I missed the first one.
We love to build tension, especially when I come from behind and absolutely
What?
wreck your whole shit.
What? What the hell? What? Dude, you're my brother. Dude, you're my brother. That's weird.
Fuck you! Just
Fuck
hit this
you.
ball. Wait, don't hit this ball.
Everyone in the
You can't say shit like
bullpen, everyone in the bullpen starts going, yeah, that's fucking weird.
That's fucking weird, dude. You're my brother. Everyone hear
That's
that?
weird.
Everyone hear that?
Can we try to
That's
intimidate him?
baseball.
Yeah, can I get into his head? Can we get into his
Yeah,
head?
let's roll a grit check versus the charm check to see if
Okay.
you bully this dude for being too weird.
Against my charm check?
Yeah, he'll yeah. So he only has a D6 in grit.
6. Okay, that explodes.
My 6 also explodes.
My 6 also explodes again.
Oh shit.
That's 12.
3,
5.
9.
17.
Yay!
Okay, you got that. He's rolling with disadvantage. You successfully bullied this dude for saying something vaguely incestual.
I exploded. Well, I exploded. Well, I exploded again.
Right.
Okay, so we're gonna roll his brawn check his brawn check first at disadvantage. It's gonna be a 17 on the first roll,
Oh, this man.
a 6 on the second roll. So we're gonna then roll the d4s at disadvantage as well. 2, 3. So 8 is all you have to
9.
do. 9? Oh my
Let's
god!
go.
You hit it. It goes into the air. Find out which direction.
3.
3. Okay, that's going towards Babe Ruth. Once again, you're gonna roll against his.
Isn't it going to Jackie?
You're totally right. It is going to center field where Jackie Robinson is no longer.
Yes, it
So, that is just gonna roll me that brawn check and tell me how far that ball goes.
That is not very good. That's an 11.
Okay, that goes. You make it to second base, I believe.
Okay.
Is that correct, Asteria?
Yes.
Second base. Okay, we've got my boy Zaiden on second.
Okay.
Up at bat next.
Oh, God.
Stan Rice.
The man.
Stan the man Rice.
Stan the man.
Right.
Just one out. You got time. You got time. We got
Okay,
time.
let me roll this brawn check.
Mhm.
You're a feisty little vampire, aren't you? That's
We're
an
all
8 on the
vampires.
D20. A 4 explodes. A 2, that's 14. Gotta beat a 14.
Let's go.
No, that's a 6.
Okay.
But this time when he misses, he's just like, I don't care. I'll probably kill you after this.
That's a good fucking point.
You'd like to kill a son of Dracula, wouldn't you?
No
Okay,
balls.
not just any son of Dracula. He specifically you.
Does he beat? Does the catcher catch this ball though? Because he just got a 6 on his D20. Let's see if he's able to even catch this. 4, 10. That's a 15. Yeah, so he does catch it. It's within the critical area, critical failure or non-critical failure area. So we're going for that's a strike. We're going for second pitch. That's cocked. It's a 19 on the D20.
There's no way.
21 to all told.
7.
Okay, Yogi Berra could drop it.
Mhm.
All right, Stan.
Always a chance. Always a chance.
That's a 10. 4 explodes. 2, 16. He does catch it. Second strike. Stan Rice.
It's all right.
Stan
It's
Rice.
all right.
Come
You're
on.
filled with rage. You kind of fumbled the ball a little bit first 2 innings. Or first inning and a half. Second one, you really turned it around. You caught some shit. You got Babe Ruth out.
Stan,
You got Eddie Matthews out.
it's the final inning. Let loose. Do that crazy thing that you're feeling.
And with that direction from your captain, I'll actually give you an extra D4 to this roll.
Jeez. Oh, jeez.
We're in the finals. This is the final of the finals.
I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 2. Doesn't matter. So, I think what happens is that the ball comes toward him, and he just puts the bat down and just starts walking towards third base for the next round, knowing full well he's not going to hit it. He just puts it down and goes, "No, I don't want Dracula to prove anymore. I mean, he's cooler in fiction than he is in real life." He just starts ready for the change. It's fine. He doesn't care anymore.
Cooler in fiction.
As
My
the
dad.
bat hits the ground, the sinker that Alucard threw just dings right off the bat with the 3.
What?
Hit me. Tell me where this ball's going.
Wait,
You
I'm
hit.
sorry.
You got a 3.
Okay.
Tell me where this ball's going.
It's a default.
He's truly accepted baseball into his heart.
The
It
heart
is
of
guiding
baseball.
his hands.
Oh, the direction, right.
That's
4.
insane. 4? Okay, that's going towards Babe Ruth. I'm gonna give you, since this is totally unexpected, it looked like you were walking away. We're gonna have Babe Ruth roll with disadvantage on his flight check to
He's
this
so flabbergasted.
because he's so flabbergasted by this.
Run,
he's a
Stan,
genius.
run! Run, you son of a bitch!
So roll me this brawn roll, and add your D4 to it.
That's a 7.
Okay. So you're gonna go to first then. You make it to first. Oh wait, sorry. Let me roll for Babe Ruth. Sorry. Let me roll for Babe Ruth real quick. So Babe Ruth is looking at a D10. You said I'm trying to beat a 7, correct?
7.
He's a genius. He said that stuff
Oh
about
my
dad
God.
just to throw
That's
us
your
off.
6. You make it Stan Rice. You throw your fucking metal baseball bat against the ground. It bounces up, kind of still hits your hand again, and the ball hits it at the same time. It gets knocked towards first, goes straight through Babe Ruth's legs. And as he's turning around, like, what the fuck? What happened? You just make it to first, and you're there, and you look Babe Ruth in the eyes, who you've just gotten out in the previous inning. What do you say to him?
I was just messing with you. I meant to do it all along. A little misdirection for you. Big fan, by the way. Didn't mean it about Dracula.
He
Though
points.
Christopher Lee is inspiring.
Oh yeah! Genius!
He points at you, and he gives you the thumbs up.
Whoa.
I can't believe that just happened. I am.
Nor I, honestly.
So much.
A 3 and a 6. Whew, okay, Sparky.
Does it
Oh,
wait?
man.
Is so Zayden's still on second, right? Or is he
Yeah,
on
so
third now?
He's
Zaiden
on
will go to
third.
third,
Oh, okay.
and Stan Rice will be on first.
Okay.
Man, I love role playing games so much.
This is
That's not
insane.
Roxanne. And na, 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 na.
All right, I my brain is fried from that. I don't even know what the fuck just happened. Okay, let's figure this out. So, Alucard is losing his shit. This man has worked hundreds of years to defeat all of Dracula's children to get to this point in the year of our Lord, 2022, to beat the final fucking brother who went to the New World and has just been pursuing baseball, and now he's about to fucking lose it all.
He is.
And now this fucking overexcited vampire comes to the up at bat. Sparky, what are you doing?
Sparky is just standing bat on his shoulder, head tilted towards the rain, and just tears are pouring down his face at the beauty of the last play that he just watched. He has never seen anything quite like it in baseball, and he knows he'll never see it again, and he's just savoring it in his mind.
Alucard is silent. His eyes are closed. He's looking down at the ground, really having that contemplative pitcher moment, trying to gather all of himself. And he rolls his pitch to 12 on the D20 and a 1 for 13. It sings slow. Or no, say this is the fastball. It's coming at you super speedy. Maybe not speedy enough. What did you roll?
That was a 7. He's just still caught up in that last play. He doesn't even like look at it or swing.
Feeling the love of baseball within your heart. You
Sparky,
accidentally missed the first pitch. Strike!
Sparky, you gotta swing.
Wow, it looks like the baseball bat's hitter Sparky was caught up in his love for baseball and didn't quite get his bat up for that pitch. Yeah, I think we're all just really feeling the love of the game. The crowd is going crazy. You hear a church organ in the background playing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." We're going for the second pitch. Sparky, you're trying to beat a 11 on the die. That's that. I just accidentally dropped that. 4 explodes. For a 1, that's 16.
Oh, explodes. Explodes again.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a 17.
Okay, there you go, Sparky. Hit the
Yes,
ball.
okay, you
okay.
hit it. And I rolled the catch for the other one, the previous strike, and he did catch it. But for this one,
2,
tell me where this
baby.
ball's going. What was that?
A 2.
A 2? That's fuck yeah. Okay, so that's going left field. That is going towards Eddie Matthews. Roll me a brawn check versus Eddie Matthews' flight, which is the D10.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's a 3.
Oh, it
No.
lands right in field. Eddie Matthews steps up, snaps it out of the air. That's the second out.
I think the whole thing, he just, after that disastrous first pitch that he intentionally let go, he just did the whole anime thing. He gets in his stance, the tears fly from his eyes, and he just T-balls it. Just
Sparky, what the hell?
It's
the love of the game.
How is it down to Nosferatu again?
Truly, what the fuck is this? Sam Rutledge, sending one up to you. We wish you were here.
I'm gonna roll with my Sam hand.
Roll with your Sam hand.
Gonna be all the way up here.
Yeah. All right. So hit me with that roll.
What is
You're
it? It's
trying
a
to hit
D8.
a. Nosferatu is trying to hit an 18 on this.
Oh my god.
That's almost impossible.
He got 9.
Okay. First ball goes by. Let's see.
Did he drop it?
That's a 4. He fucking drops that shit. Nosferatu walks to first.
Just tosses the bat behind him.
Second, Zaiden goes to fucking home for 6 runs in total.
Perfect timing. It's time for me to swing. Oh wait, no, sorry, Bo. It's time for Bo to swing, and then I'm gonna swing.
Yeah.
Stan Rice.
Because you know I'm getting on the fucking base. It's
That's
happening.
right. That's right.
Okay.
Nosferatu looks at Babe Ruth and goes.
That's right. That's right. No.
That's right. That's right. All right. Let's hit this. Bo, you're trying. Ooh, fuck. You're trying to beat a
What's his
20, a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the D12 explodes.
Oh shit!
Oh no, I dropped it.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, so damn it. 17.
Oh no! Okay.
Alright, Bo.
So Mr. Barra rolls. That explodes. Okay, he does catch it.
Okay.
He gets a math. He gets a 15. Okay. Second pitch. You're trying to beat. Oh my god! You're trying to beat a 22.
That
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Mr. Barra drops the ball again. Mr. Yogi
Yes!
Berra.
Oh my god. Oh my god, base is loaded.
Bases
And Zaiden's
loaded.
up.
Loaded.
Oh
Stan
my
Rice on
God.
third. Nosferatu on second. Bo
staring at
on
home like I'm
first.
already there.
Steal
Zaiden.
home, by the way. That is valid.
That is valid.
You versus Alucard. You're staring down your brother. It seems that we may have come to the end of our game. Or close to it. You are a worthier opponent than I expected. And he looks kind of worn. The rain has made his hair kind of stick to his face. The hulking figure that we saw at the start of this game is much diminished. He thought that he could get you with these legendary fucking baseball players, but you've handily trounced them, and the ones that you didn't trounce have been dissipated into light and have gone to heaven. What do you say?
Alucard, when I send you back to Transylvania, I want you to deliver a message to Dad for me.
What is it?
God bless America.
Oh my god. Okay, let's fucking do this.
My D8.
Empire's throwing the G
sorry, I'm
word
rolling
around is
thing.
hilarious.
Okay, he on his first roll, that's a 6 on the D20. And a
got
3. You
16.
only have to beat a 9.
I got 16.
Oh my god. Okay. Okay, so hit me with where this ball is going.
There's a bronze. Oh, okay.
D4, 1 through 4.
2.
2, that's going to left field. That is going towards Eddie Matthews. Give me the brawn roll to tell me how far this ball is going. I'm gonna give you this with advantage because it's the fucking. This is the sports movie fucking moment. But only on the D20 do you get advantage.
Oh, okay. Okay. So then that's a 15 on the D20. My D6 explodes.
Yeah. Oh my god!
My D. Okay, so that's 11 on the D6, 15. So that's 20. What did I say?
26?
26.
Oh my god!
Is that a home run?
That's a home run.
That's a grand slam.
That's a grand
That's a
slam.
grand fucking slam.
God bless
Is that-
America.
Is that a home run when everyone goes?
Yes.
Oh,
Take me out to the ball
Ball
game.
game.
Take me out to the ground. Your ball, much as it did to Bo's helmet or hat, flies. It just snatches up Eddie Matthews' baseball hat, which flies off into space with your home run ball. Eddie Matthews looking up, being inspired. This master baseball player looking up, inspired at your role, also just evaporates into light and is freed from the thrall of your brother, Alucard.
Babe Ruth and Yogi Berra also ascend and are saved.
You are up 10-3 against
I'm
the ball biters. Tell me
as
what you're
everyone
feeling.
is leaving, is like going around the diamond, I'm walking. And again, just staring at him. Just like when I first rolled my first home run. I'm just walking now.
And your brother
Sorry, brother.
keeps your eye contact, just turning on the spot, following you around every single base. He looks at this team of misfits, seemingly nowhere near the level of ability that your previous team has. And as you reach home, he walks forward, meets you there, and he hands over his ball and his baseball glove. I concede. That's it. That's the ball game. Thought I could beat you, but turns out the power of American sports fervor just is too much for my European sensibilities.
And don't
You are the
forget
best
it.
of Dracula's children.
Yeah, I am. And what's more, I don't even care about the name Dracula. I'm a Johnson. I'm a good old American Johnson.
Holy shit. And your brother Alucard looks at you. The crowd is going wild. The announcers, Zeke Yeager and Hannibal Muldark, are going, "That is it! That is the 100th annual Flood Cup! Anti-baseball bats are the victor!" Team, do you lift your captain up on your shoulders?
Of course.
Sparky
obviously,
hits him with the
yes.
Gatorade first, as
Yep.
tradition.
Oh
Yeah.
God!
It's blood.
It is blood.
The blood.
It is a Gatorade jug just entirely filled with blood. You're covered in blood. Your whole team is. People are popping champagne bottles that are also filled with blood. One
I
of the
shoot
announcers.
Alucard, by the way.
You shoot Alucard.
Just quick draw.
He doesn't die, but he
No.
goes, "Oh, I deserve that." And
Yeah,
he kind
from a
of
fucking hat, you bitch.
keels over and fetal positions on the pitcher's mound.
Can I have a moment with Zaiden?
Absolutely,
During-
he's on your shoulder. You look up at your captain. What do you say to him?
I look at him, and I'm just like crying for I think the third time, but this time with like
Yes.
determination. That weird smolder face that looks like I'm gonna shit is like finally more genuine and like more real for once. He goes, "Captain, thank you. I have been trying to find who I really am since I was turned into a vampire in the back alley behind the Burger King in 1991. And I have been looking to what other fictional vampires have done before me in the past, and I've never been able to keep up, no matter how fast I go. But today you have shown me who I really am. I'm a goddamn baseball playing vampire."
That's right, Stan. You're Stan the man.
And I'm gonna stand beside you whenever the next game is, and the next.
And I bring him in for a hug. You can cry all you want in baseball, Stan. As long as you get her done.
And on this touching moment, Hannibal Muldark, the other announcer, comes forward. This small, speckly little vampire hands you a massive trophy that is filled with blood. And as we freeze frame on you holding this trophy up, do you have any last little kind of like freeze frame monologue about baseball, about the Blood Cup, about being Dracula's final son that you'd like to impart?
I just look to my team and I say, baseball isn't a one-man game, as much as I wish it was sometimes. When I needed you most, you were there. You weren't ball players before this, but you are now. And you know what? I'm glad the other ones died. You're the best team I ever had. Now let's go hang out in those castles in Oregon.
Yes. You go to your many castles in Oregon. We freeze frame on you. Victory posing. And that is our Twilight baseball scene game. Oh my god.
Yeah.
A Grand
Unbelievable.
Slam ending? I was dreaming about that.
Yep.
I cannot believe it.
Fuck, I need a drink of water. Hold up.
Gotta get hydrated.
With literally
Hydrated.
2 outs, right? We had 2 outs.
Yeah,
There was
2
one
outs.
more out left. That is insane.
Y'all, that's what happens when you let the dice tell the story. Fuck yes.
Fully on our side.
Kyle, thank you for being here.
Thank
An
you
absolute
so
pleasure.
much.
An absolute pleasure. Audience, you're gonna see Kyle around here more. There's no doubt. But is there anything you want to plug? Is there anything you want to drop and let people know about?
Nothing specific. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
Go look at Medley Studios.
Yeah.
MEDLI. We do lots of crazy stuff. Sam, another familiar face to Chance Encounters, is there, and he's our main director. So, if you liked what I was spitting over here, you'll love what I'm spitting over there too. So,
What was the call one that you guys did recently?
we just did a short called One Simple Call, and the whole premise
So
is
good.
that someone is afraid to make a phone call, and watch it. It's really good.
Brilliant. It is
Thanks.
so fucking good. You and Dane both crush it in that. But yeah, Chance Encounters, homies, is there anything you guys want to drop? Ben, if you want to,
Yeah.
Ben, if you want to say where you can challenge, people can challenge you to fight.
Yeah.
Oh,
Where's
yeah.
the new
Let 'em know.
location?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
new location?
Mhm.
In their nightmares, because I'm already there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So if you want to find Ben, find him in your nightmares. Asteria, my bad. You're up next.
Warden Asteria, Twitter, Instagram. I could talk about Twilight in all levels of academia all day long. Hit me up if you
go.
want to do that.
You can find me at Frostyverse on Instagram mostly. Also, I have another YouTube channel that is also Frostyverse, where I have music stuff. Most recently, a brand new little silly Christmas EP that
Woo!
will definitely be out by this point. Definitely not still working on that in real time, but hey, you
will
don't
be
know
out.
that. Now you do. And then watched our other shows on here.
Hell yeah.
First City, our superhero college show. We have another show coming up very shortly that there will be a more official announcement for soon. But if you like,
remember when we
Yeah.
said the name of it, and
The aforementioned Starlit Future,
Yeah.
which will also be using a modified version of the Kids on Bikes, Kids on Broomstick system, but not quite as modified as I did with this.
I cannot wait for you guys to see that.
Starlit
Genuinely.
Future is fire. That's it.
So much fun. These guys, unbelievable. So watch out for that. I think that's it for me.
And all the music for this episode is most likely done by Ian Frost. If there's anyone else who did any music, that'll be linked in the description. If you want to check me out, you can check me out at Schwan Lake on Instagram. There's also at Action Star Raps on TikTok and Instagram if you're looking for some raps. At Chance Encounters RPG or Chance ENC RPG on most social media platforms, I think. Thank you guys so much for being here for our very first episode of Beginner's Luck. It was an absolute pleasure to have Kyle here to start us off right. And we hope you join us again for our next adventure. And when that comes to pass, let's all hope we have better luck next time. Bye!
bye.
Bye.